Okay. So I guess we can just go, and then if we hit a bump, maybe we can see what TJ got, or...
Yeah, I have his up on my phone, so I'm just like looking through.
Okay.
So.
I can go first.
Okay.
Okay, so a lot of information. I got ANOVA.
ANOVA, I put test of two proportions,
What did
but
TJ
ANOVA makes more sense. He put independent sample t-test.
got it wrong?
And yeah.
What was it you put?
I put independent, but ANOVA makes, because it's comparing a lot of different like levels of education, so ANOVA actually makes more sense.
Okay. So we'll go with ANOVA then.
Yeah. I'm awful at these, so it's like
I
sometimes
do. I kind of honestly look at it and kind of guess. Like
it's
make
like I just
a guess on it.
yeah. It's like I usually do better the second time through going through them and correcting them, but all right, a lot of information. And then for this one, I put chi-squared test of independence.
I put paired. What did TJ put?
TJ got it wrong, and he put chi-squared of independence, so you're probably right with the paired.
Yeah, I
Paired
put
sample
paired
t-test.
because it was under 40 and over 40, I guess. Or maybe it's either going to be paired or independent, I'm thinking.
Let me read through it again.
Yeah. I think it might be because it's a reduction in force at one company. So
Yeah, but
I don't know if that makes it paired or if it makes it independent, because you know what I mean?
it's just looking at stats, so paired doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
I'm thinking it's independent.
Yeah, because realistically, if you look at paired, paired is kind of when like they depend on each other.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it's independent because she's trying to determine if they depend on each other. But they probably don't. Okay.
Like, because I mean, it's just looking to see the number of the number of people let go in total, kind of thing, but like dividing them into groups to see.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
four. Okay. Four, I put chi-squared test of independence again.
What did TJ put?
He put test of two proportions, but he was wrong.
Okay, I put test of one proportion because it says proportion in it. So we know it's one of the last three. Well, we know it's one of the first and third last three. We know it's not test of two proportions.
Yeah.
I have a hard time understanding the chi-squared test, like what it does, because I could never figure out how to do it. Even whenever I sat there and tried to do what you told me to do, I still couldn't figure it out. So I don't exactly.
Were you able to find the Excel sheet?
I like the only Excel sheet that I found was one proportion and two proportions.
Okay, here, hold on. I'm going to share my screen and just work just so that you can see what I have. Because I couldn't find it at first. So I don't know if maybe, but like, so if this is what you're looking at and you have all your options down here.
Where did you get that one?
Sweet. If you go to the lesson where it first mentions like one proportion,
Uh-huh.
it has an option to bring it up here. I'll see if I can find it real quick. And the one proportion was brought up in influence lesson 17, so I'll start looking there and see if I can find it.
Okay. I'm looking too, so. Okay, it's not the one that's given in there. Or at least the one that was just right there, it wasn't.
Okay, so if you go down to the 4.2, like I think I'm still sharing my screen, right?
I don't know.
No, but 4.2 in lesson 17.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Click here for the XLS, and then it brings you here. And then I just downloaded, let me look and see, categorical data analysis hat. So that's the last one right here, unit 3 file. And that should have all 3 of them.
Dang it. Okay, hold on a second. It didn't have it whenever I did it. Show your screen again real fast.
Am I not sharing it?
Now you are.
Okay, I was like, I don't recall taking it off, but so it's this one right here. But if you go, like it's under 4.2 in lesson 17. So if you scroll down to 4.2, there it is. Sorry, my computer's jumpy. Where'd it go? Okay. 4.2, using Excel to perform these calculations. You click on the XLS because there's 2. You don't want the SPSS. You want the categorical data analysis. And then it's the 3rd file right here.
Okay, hold on. Where'd it go? There it is. Mine only shows, here, let me show my screen. Mine only shows this one.
Okay, click. Oh, it does? Huh.
I wonder if you can like send that link to me.
I don't see why I can't. Here, let me go to my email real quick. And I'll send it to you because that's like, honestly, I don't use SPSS to, like at all for that.
I mean, I've been trying to figure it out and I cannot figure it out. So I wonder if.
Here, I'm going to try to send it to you real quick.
Okay.
But you have one with 1 proportion and one with 2 proportion, right? Or do you not have any of the files?
I have one with 1 and one with 2.
Okay.
I have everything but the chi-squared test.
So that's kind of weird. So you were able to get the other 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I just sent it. Or I'm waiting for it to send. Yes. Okay, there we go. So you should have it on its way. And that should help you figure some things out.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, I'm going to delete all these ones so I don't actually accidentally delete the wrong one.
Yeah. And it's the one with the hat in it. Is how I remember it. But I have a folder for all my math stuff, so makes it easy.
Oh, I guess I can stop sharing my screen now. Okay, yeah, I have it now. Oh, dang, that's really weird looking. Okay.
And then
Well,
realistically, every time you get, like, later on, it'll give you, like, a graph, like, for the one you're supposed to use the chi-square test on.
yeah.
And I'll walk you through it just to make sure you have it. But you basically just
So
enter
much
that
more
in, and it
sense.
gives you all the answers.
That makes so much more sense.
No, right?
I've been so confused on that. Like, I didn't understand it at all.
No, last semester I had no idea where to find it, and my group wasn't the most helpful, so I legitimately just guessed whenever there's a chi-squared.
Same. That's what I've been doing this whole time. Okay.
I'm glad we were able to get it to you, so.
I'm glad too.
Sorry it was so late. If I realized
Okay.
you, like, legitimately didn't have access to it, I would have sent it to you so much earlier.
I don't think I knew I didn't have access to it. I thought I just didn't know how to use it.
Alright.
Okay, so what did we decide on for number 4?
Number 4, I put chi-squared. I don't know what you want to put, but for me, I think the reason I put that was because chi-squared is for categorical data, which I guess it's not, this isn't, now that I'm looking at it again, but I was just kind of like, hey, they're classified as heavy. Heavy is categorical. But I think one proportion would work.
I think it's one proportion because it only gives, like, you know, 248 were classified, 152 were male. Out of this, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. So I was going to say, reading through it again, I usually change my answers. So
Yeah, sorry, TJ. You're just going to have to skip through all of that. Okay, number 5. I got paired samples t-test.
I'm going to see what I put. I put test of 2 proportions. Let me read through it again.
I'm checking out what TJ got too, see if he got it right.
See, my thing is paired is when you actually, like, you can pair it up to it, and this is just comparing 2 things. It's not like actually like 1-to-1 kind of thing.
Okay, TJ put
he put chi-squared.
Chi-squared and he got it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in my mind, I think this one would be 2 proportions, just because there is 2, but I don't think they're actually paired. It's just comparing one log versus another log.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I see that. Okay, a lot of information. I got paired samples T confidence interval.
That's what I put too, and that's what TJ got, and he got it right, so we're good there.
Yes, we do. No,
right.
We have one right.
And then 7, confidence interval for 2 proportions, and that's right too, because TJ got that.
For 2 proportions?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8, I got sample or 1 sample T confidence interval.
I'll go with that. I don't know the difference between T and Z.
I don't either.
But
and I've tried to figure out what number are we on?
Now we're on 9. We just finished 8.
Okay. I got the probability of observing a sample statistic more extreme than one actually obtained, assuming the null hypothesis is true.
Isn't that the p-score?
That's what TJ put, and he got it wrong, so we know it's not that.
I'm trying to find where I
am.
Yeah, I think it's a probability of rejecting HO, whether it's true or not.
I was floating between that one and the top one.
The top one, I think, is the answer for the next one. It looks like TJ got him switched.
Did he get 10 right?
No, because 10, he put the probability of rejecting HO, whether it's true or not. But I think that's the answer for 9, and then 10 is the answer that you put. Because the probability of, like, the p-value is, like, your probability of observing that test statistic. Like, that's why.
Yeah, I did that. Okay. I got theirs for 11. I got there's a 95% chance that the true mean is between 10 and 20.
No, it's 95% of all 95% confidence intervals actually can change true mean, and that's just I only know that because we have it in every single test.
I always get those wrong.
Like, legitimately, the thing that helped me last semester is that when it's a 95% confidence interval, unless it says 95% confident, it's basically going to be wrong. So by saying 95% chance, well, that technically sounds right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Technically has the same meaning. It's not going to be right because it's a chance, not we're confident.
Okay, that makes sense.
So basically, unless they give you like, we are confident that we are 95% confident that the true mean lies between these two numbers, it's going to be 95% of all 95% confidence intervals. Those are like the only two possible options. And then, yeah. TJ put 95% of the data are between 10 and 20, and that's wrong because it would be 95% confident that it is between that, not 95% of the data is between that kind of thing. It's just something you kind of have to memorize versus.
Yeah, because I try to figure it out each time, and I always get it wrong.
Realistically, the only answers it will ever be is that we are 95% confident it is between these two, and 95% of all 95%. Like, you don't even have to read it after you find one of those kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, number 12 is 0.3.
Okay, good. I got one right. Okay. My calculator has been bad, so hopefully I got this right because I had to use my phone calculator. I got 0.046 for the standard deviation.
That's right, and TJ got that one right too.
Pretty good.
Okay, and then I had no idea how to do number 14.
Okay, so what did TJ get it right? I want to see it.
He put 0.862 and it was wrong.
Okay, what I got was negative 1.087. And I don't know if that's right or not. How did I do this? This was a...
That looks like it's a test statistic. Or a z-score kind of thing.
Yeah. Because what I did was I plugged the 0.046 into the normal probability applet. I think. Is that what I did?
See, the thing with the probability applet, I think you would put like the 0.25 into the top.
Oh, that's not what I did. That's not what I did. What did I do? Oh, I think I found an equation. Hold on a second. I have too many tabs open. I'm moving them all.
The only reason this kind of scares me, though, is like probability shouldn't be negative.
That's what I thought, but I don't think so.
Either that or, I mean, like, it shouldn't be. I mean, like, if one is 100%, then it shouldn't be over 100%.
Oh, so I used. What was it? 18. I used an equation that we had, and it was like a bunch of p's and. Okay, here it is. I did the p hat minus p over the square root of p times 1 minus p over n. That's what I did.
See, that's how you find the z-score.
Okay.
And the z-score is not the same as probability, is it?
I honestly don't know. I'm so confused in this class.
All right, well, we'll leave it and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, we'll just, yeah.
I mean, because z is how you find the p, and p is the probability. Wait 1 second. So if we type in, what did you get again? It was negative
1.087. Thank you.
So if you plug that into the probability applet, because like the area is more likely to be the probability in my mind, if that makes sense.
I don't think I went a step far enough.
I was going to say, if you plug that in, it's 0.1385, which sounds more like a probability because you can turn it into a percent.
Okay, what was it again?
0.139 if you round to the third decimal. Like that might.
I think because I always do that. I don't think I did a step far enough. I think I just got the z-score and then I didn't find the probability.
Yeah, because like that's I don't think probability realistically should be negative, and it shouldn't be a full like number.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about, but
it's like, hey, you got us to be able to figure it out, so I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. We're on 15?
15. Yeah, I got 0.016 for the margin of error.
That's what I got too. And then 16, I got negative 0.003, and so did
That's what I got.
That's right.
I got 0.029 for the upper bound.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then 18, I got the first one.
Same.
And that's right, because TJ got it.
For the test statistic, I got 1.458.
Yep, I got that too. And then for 20, I got 0.145.
Yep. And then for 21, I got the last one. No, I failed to reject HO.
Yep.
Hallelujah.
All right, and then 22 is the chi score.
Yes, I literally tried to sit there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to put this in.
I was going to say, I'm going to let you solve some of these ones, or at least get to the point where they are solved so that you can make sure that you know how to do it.
Where can I go? Hold up. Sorry, I thought I downloaded it in Excel, but I guess it was in Google Sheets, and it didn't really. Here we go.
It's like, okay. Legitimately, the only thing I'm doing after this is taking a nap, so I'm not really in a hurry.
Dang.
I don't want to talk about math for 3 hours, but...
No, I don't either. Okay, 97, 177. So for the ones that you just put a 0 or okay, you just backspace it.
I was going to say, like, legitimately, before I type it in, I just highlight everything and then hit the delete button.
Yeah.
Just because you usually don't use the same amount as what's saved on there. But
okay. So I have that in the test statistic. Okay. So how do I find a test statistic with this?
So I'm going to screen share again and just kind of show you where everything is, because I feel like that's easier than just pointing it out.
Yeah.
If you go here, might help if I'm on the right one, chi-square, you have this box right here, which has test statistic, degrees of freedom, and p-value. The thing to remember about the p-value here is that you're never going to divide it by 2 because chi-square is always two-tailed.
Okay.
That's that. And then for, the part where it says you check to see if, it has to be above like 5% or something like that.
Yeah.
You check that over here. It's the expected count. Just follow that across. And you just want to make sure it's above 0.5 all the way down for however many rows you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only
Okay.
thing SPS does a little bit better. But I guess total expected count right here is good to know too. But yeah.
Okay, so the test statistic is 126.242.
No.
Oh, dang.
How did you enter in the data?
Here, I'll screen share.
Okay. Because I know for one of the homework tests before, I got that wrong because I just entered like one data point in wrong.
Okay. This is my data.
Okay. Huh, I don't know why it's saying.
I see it. I see it.
Okay.
Okay, it's 6.579.
Yes. Okay. I was like, it shouldn't be wrong. There's literally nothing you could do wrong other than enter in the data thing. So
I found it. I forgot to put it in.
It's a good thing to like triple check just before you start typing in your numbers because otherwise it screws up all of your answers, and that's a stupid way to get points wrong.
Okay, p-value is 0.0866, but it'll be 0.087.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. You can do cheat tests now.
I can. Am I still sharing my screen?
Yeah.
I'm not now. Okay, so the p-value is
Yeah, you are.
higher than the thing, so it's going to be no. The p-value is greater than 0.05.
Yep. And then I can do number 25 if you want.
Yeah.
It's the last one. We have insufficient evidence to say that being a morning or evening person is not independent of age.
Okay, that makes so much more sense now.
I know.
I'm so confused. This makes so much more sense. Okay, this is good. Now I know
favorite one to do because all you have to do is transfer numbers.
I was trying to transfer it into SPSS or Excel, and I couldn't figure out how to do the things, and it was not working.
I don't like SPS as it is, so anytime that I cannot use it, I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay, for 26, I got 0.190.
Mm-hmm. And then for 27, I got 0.310.
Same. And for 28, I got 854.
Okay, I got 1537 and TJ got 500. He got it wrong.
Okay. Oh, dang. We're all okay. So I used a formula.
I did too. I used the z asterisk divided by the margin of error squared, and then you multiply that by p star times 1 minus p star.
Hold on a second. I think you might be using the wrong one. Hold on a second.
This is inference for one proportion equation.
What is that? Okay. Yeah, I think. Where's my formulas?
This you can't say this isn't a one proportion because it's just looking at like the 50 out of 200.
Which one did you use again?
I use the sample size equation for inference for one proportion.
There's two though. Which one did you use?
I use the n equals z score or z asterisk divided by margin of error squared times p asterisk times 1 minus p asterisk. Because the other one is only if you aren't given the p.
Yeah, I think you have it backwards. You used the one where if you don't have a prior estimate, but they gave us a prior estimate.
I know, I used the one with the prior estimate. It has the piece, it told us to use the P star. Or the 0.2.
Yeah, I did that too then. I don't.
Okay, I'm going to try it again and see maybe if I just typed it in wrong.
Me too.
But it's, so Z for 95% is 1.96. And then you divide that by 0.02 because it's 2% to get 98, right? We're on the same page.
Oh, that might have been where I messed up. I thought it was 20%.
It says margin of error is 2%.
But it says 0.2, so not 0.02.
No, but you divide it by, so you take 1.96, divide it by the margin of error. The margin of error is 2%. Like it says, to construct, would be needed to construct a margin of error of 2% with 95% confidence. So the 95% confidence is 1.96. The margin of error is 2%. The equation.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. Okay.
I see. That's probably where I messed up then.
It's like, it seems like a very high number, but like to get that low of a margin of error, it makes sense. And then, so you square that, and then you times it by 0.2 times 1 minus 0.2.
Okay, what did you get?
The answer is 1536.64, but because it's a sample size, you round it up to 1537.
Okay. Yeah, that is what I got. I didn't read it correctly.
Also, I was like, I'm pretty sure I used the right equation.
Yeah. So I just put 0.2 for everything.
Yeah, the margin of error, I mean, like, I don't remember reading it anywhere you leave it as the, like, percent kind of thing. I think you actually have to put it into the decimal form, so.
Yeah, that makes more sense now. Sorry about that.
It's all good. I was just terrified. I was like, I was so sure I did this one right.
I was too, but I guess I didn't read the margin of error right. Okay, so for 29, I got the second to last one, P equals 0.2, and HAP is greater than 0.2.
That's what I got too.
Okay.
And then 30, I got the first one, and P is greater than,
31, I got 1.768.
Okay, I don't know why I can't get this one, like, because I got something that seemed unreasonably large, and I don't know what I did wrong.
Hold on a second. What did I do for this?
Because this is...
For this, I did those tests that you put into Excel.
Yeah.
I did that. And then whenever it's just always turned out right. For the test statistic, I always put the Z.
Yeah, it is a Z. And so it's the one sample Z test for proportion. So you put 50 in X and 200 in N, right?
Yep.
And then
you have to put for the what's it called? What are we on, one proportion? For the null hypothesis, you have to put what did they want?
0.5, right?
No, it's like 0.2. What are we on? 9. You put 0.2 for 20%.
Oh, okay. Let me see if that changes it. Okay. And it was 1.768.
Sorry, now what number are we on now? I was scrolling up and down and all over the place.
We were on 31.
1.768, is that what you got?
Yeah, awesome. Okay, I had no idea. I was like, okay, I don't know why I'm getting everything else is right. I know that, but these ones just seem unreasonably large.
Yeah, on that one, you have to make sure that you change the null hypothesis, or else you'll get something wrong. And it only matters like the test statistic or the p-value. That's it.
Yeah, and I changed it to 0.5 because I made that mistake last time. I just forgot to change it, and then I guess it didn't even occur to me that like that P would change it to something else. So
Yeah, I gotta grab my test.
awesome. Okay.
Okay. Then for 32, I got 0.039.
Okay. And then with that, 33 would be the first one. Yes, I rejected HO.
Yep. A lot of information. For 34, I got 0.211.
So TJ got 0.282.
Did he get it right?
And he got it right. I have no idea what he did. I don't remember how to do this one.
Let me see, what did I do? This one, I think.
Don't you just, isn't this just like a test or a one sample t-test?
On this one, I literally, because I couldn't figure out which test to do, I just went through and found the lowest number. So that's probably why I'm wrong. So what is this one, you think?
Still closer. I thought it was a one sample t-test.
Let me see what happens if I do that. What would our test value be?
I'm trying to remember what I put in. Let me get back to the test. I put in 0.295.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
0.295. If I didn't say the point, I don't remember if I said the point. But I didn't get it right. So I don't know what else to do. Analyze.
What was the answer teacher got?
It's 0.282 for the lower bound.
I don't know how he got that.
Okay, I see. So it's explore. So analyze and explore. And then it's there. 0.282 and 0.292. Or 293 because you have to round. But
You know what? Where's explore at? Analyze.
so you go to analyze and then
oh, there it is.
Yeah. Analyze descriptive statistics explore. Okay, that makes me feel better.
The blue goes into descriptive, right?
Yeah, and you don't need anything else in there for that one. And then it's just the 95. It's in the graph thingy.
0.280.
282.
What the heck? Hold on a second. Okay. And then the upper bound would be I have it 0.300. I don't think that's right.
Is it, are you actually in like a 95% confidence interval?
Yeah.
It's 0.293 is supposed to be the answer.
Maybe something happened with my data.
Yeah, this is the file we've used before. Do you just like reopen old ones or do you always download a new one?
I always download a new one.
Okay.
But I've
maybe
tried to figure things out so much, I might have messed it up.
Yeah.
So it was 0.282 and 0.293.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my answer was close. It's just I think I might have deleted a number somewhere in there.
Yeah, that would be my best bet too.
Messing with all of the data.
Yeah.
The degrees of freedom. I got 99.
Yeah, that's what I got, and that's what TJ got, and he got it right.
Okay, yeah, Yeah. And the test statistic.
And then I got negative.
Go ahead.
I got negative 2.803.
Okay, yeah, I just put the 0.295 in, so I'm probably wrong.
That's what I had put in too, but
did you get it right?
No, he didn't. But when I ran the test statistic thingy, it got negative 2.803.
Okay.
I don't know how else I'd find that, you know?
It'd be 2.80.
Yeah. Or no, it'd be 2.803. Does it only ask for 2?
Yeah.
It's like, I think it asked for 3.
Yeah, no, I was putting the 2 behind the decimal point. Okay, sorry, my brain's fried. I've been doing math all morning.
I know. I'm kind of honestly like whatever score we get on this, I'm probably just gonna leave it because I'm not gonna feel like going through it right now.
I'm not either. Okay, input the p-value. I got 0.768.
I got 0.006.
Which you're probably right, because this is one where I didn't know how to do the software on it. I didn't know which one to do.
I just did a one sample t-test.
See, I couldn't figure out how to do stuff. For whatever reason, my mind was not working. So I just looked at the graph and kind of guessed, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly doubt that's right, but I don't know what else to put. So I'm kind of just like, we're going with it.
Yeah. Okay, 39.
Okay.
So we have insufficient evidence to say that the true mean is different than.
I put we have sufficient evidence to say that it's different because it's low, so we reject the null. I put the first one, and then TJ put the third one, and he got that wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yours makes sense. Okay, and then
low, reject the null.
40 was where I couldn't decide. I was looking everywhere for the one that, because I remember doing AM minus PM height. I couldn't figure out which test to use. So I was looking all over for like 30 minutes and I never found it. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I was able to get it. And if you do need to review it later, it is less than 12, just so you know.
Okay, didn't go back that far.
Yeah. I just take really detailed notes, so I have a little bit of an advantage with that kind of stuff. But basically, so you do the difference. Do you remember how to do that part? If not, I can actually like walk you through it if you want me to. I don't mind. It's just
I'm looking at the SPSS. They transform compute variable. Okay, I knew we had to do something, but I couldn't figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Transform compute variable. PM height minus PM height. Okay. And then different. I guess that's all we do. Okay.
Yeah, and then you have that new column, and then you just explore again, and you use your new inputs.
Okay. Wait, do we do the difference? Or what, the thing we just made for the dependent list?
Yeah, so you, whatever you labeled that,
Mm-hmm.
you put I mean, usually it's difference, you put it dependent list, and then
what's the factor list?
Nothing.
Okay, so that's all I do.
Yeah, and then you hit OK, and then it's in the graph, the chart again.
Did you get, what are we doing, the lower bound?
Yeah.
Did you get 8.7 3728.
Yep.
Okay.
And TJ got that, and it's right. So.
Upper bound. Sorry.
You're fine.
10.455.
Yep. And then where I got stuck is the last couple. I didn't know what to do for the test statistic.
Okay, let me look and see if I can.
Because I didn't have anything down for that. So I feel like it's probably just like a one sample t-test.
Mm-hmm.
But
did TJ get it right?
Yeah, he did. Okay, I know what he did now.
What do you do?
Now that I have something to check. So you just do a one sample t-test and you leave the test value as 0 or whatever it is, a 0.
Blank. Okay.
Yeah. Like now that I know that it's right and I'm not, it just seemed unreasonably large. So I was like, I didn't trust myself.
So 22.446.
Yep. And then the degrees of freedom is 40.
The value for this test is going to be okay, so I have it's 0.000.
Yep, so it's 0. All right, and I'm just going to submit it because at this point I'm kind of like, I'll go through it later and get the other ones wrong.
What did we get for 45?
Or get the other corrected. 45 is yes because we rejected the null.
Okay. I wonder what we got on it.
If I try to correct stuff now, I'm just going to get frustrated and it's not going to stick. So.
And also, sometimes you need a break and to come back.
Yeah,
so
we got a 90.7. We only missed 4, so I'm not really that heartbroken.
How many did you miss?
4. I got 39 out of 43.
I don't know how I got that. I got 2 less than you, but it's okay.
You got 2 less or 2 plus?
2 less. So I got 37 out of 43, but I can figure it out later.
Which ones did you get wrong? Because I'll just give you the answers for the ones that I know.
Okay. I got 2 wrong.
Okay, I got that one wrong too.
I got 3 wrong.
Okay, me too.
I got 5 wrong.
Me too. The ones I don't care about are the ones I got wrong. Okay. I'm cool with that.
9.
I got 9 wrong too. So whatever ones after 9 you got wrong are the ones that I got right.
Okay.
So which ones?
I'm still scrolling.
Okay, just making sure.
37.
Scrolling. What'd you put?
2.803.
Okay, it's a negative 2.803.
Okay.
The answer's
and
negative.
then I missed 40.
48.728. What'd you put? Did you just like slip on a keyboard or something?
9.728. Oh yeah, I must have hit.
Okay.
I was one off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, and then the other ones are kind of ones we just guessed on anyway. So I'm not really worried about like our understanding of the material.
Yeah, because we got that.
We know how to do the equations now. Yeah. Awesome. So I guess the only thing we need to remember is that we have our data entry, I think, due at the end of the week.
Yeah. And we decided on 15 for each, right?
Yeah, and I sent you the copy of the thing I did,
Yeah,
right?
so it's in the
Yeah, so if you have
Yeah.
any questions, you can text me or you can read through that.
Okay. So I'll submit this to the questions and conversations tab since there's not a group collaboration page.
So, and that way, if he says, like, if he puts one up later on and wants us to post, you don't have to worry about searching for the link because you'll have it right there. So awesome. Then I shall see you next week. And then you might get an email from me. I'm going to create at some point, a Google Docs sheet.
Okay.
So that, or I guess not Docs, but Google Sheets sheet
Yeah.
can share the data between us.
Okay.
So, like,
yeah.
if you want to start earlier, then I do that, but you'll get an invite to join that, and I'll send out a text too.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say just shoot me a text so I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just put this there so TJ can find it, and then yeah. So if we don't have to meet again, we'll just do the share on the Google Docs and go that route.
Awesome. Sounds good. Then
Okay.
I'll talk to you, and I'll do the videos next week.
Okay.
I might be in, I guess I'll plan on it. I might be in Utah staying with somebody. So I don't know if their house has Wi-Fi or anything like that, because it's my friend's grandma's house, so I don't know how tech savvy they are. But at least I'll send you guys my answers. But I'll let you know for sure what's happening and if I can or not. But plan on me doing it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, we'll see you next week.
See ya.